learned counsel for the petitioner that the Chief Justice is the master of the roster. Hence, there is no need for any committee to constitute benches of the Supreme Court. Undoubtedly, the Chief Justice is the first among equals as primus inter pares, but by virtue of this office, he has to discharge certain administrative duties and powers. In the statement of objects reason, it is provided inter alia that the constitution of benches has been a subject of discussion at various forums. In the past, as well as some skepticism and reservation were expressed by certain quarters regarding the individualistic administrative powers of the Chief Justice, Master of the Roster. My Lord. Consequently, the Act was promulgated to create a collegium system so that every cause, appeal or matter before the Supreme Court be heard and disposed of by a bench constituted by the committee comprising the Chief Justice of Pakistan and the two next most senior judges in the order of seniority. Prior to the Act, when there was no collegium system in place, it was obvious the Chief Justice who was the master of the roster and who was tasked with constituting benches. And now, after the coming into force of the Act, this role has been assigned to the committee, which is now, for all intents and purposes, the master of the roster. This, my Lord, was kindly observing.
Yes.
G. Right. Had the Chief Justice not been considered the master roster prior to this Act, there would have been no need to vest these powers in the committee. It is obviously for this reason that for now onward, the individual powers vesting in the Chief Justice have been neutralized and conferred to the committee for settling the roster and managing the constitution of benches, sir. Even in the high courts, though the Chief Justice may be consulting some senior members of the administration committee, there is no collegium system under any law or rules, and resultantly the roster of sitting is issued under the directives of the Chief Justice. Being the master of roster, it is the Chief Justice who constitutes the routine benches, and if when they require special benches as well. To conclude, the term master roster is not some newfangled or unique turn of phrase. Rather, it was an administrative assignment existing since the time immemorial, which has now been supplemented by in favor of the collegium system. The role of Chief Justice as Master has also been a subject decided Supreme Court of India. In the case of Shanti Bhushan versus Supreme Court of India and others, 2018 8 SCC 396, the Supreme Court of India held as under. There is no dispute, as mentioned above, the Chief Justice is the master of the roster and has the authority to allocate the cases to different benches, judges of the Supreme Court. The petitioner has been candid in conceding to the legal position. He himself has gone to the extent of stating in the petition that this principle that Chief Justice is the master is essential to maintain judicial discipline and decorum and also for proper and efficient functioning of the court. Notwithstanding this concession, it would be imperative to explain that this legal position with little elaboration also by referring to some of the judgments of this court which spell out the scope and ambit of such power. The petitioner has himself in the petition referred to a three-judge bench in the state of Rajasthan versus Prakash Chand and others, held that the Chief Justice of the High Court is the master of the roster and he alone has the prerogative to constitute the benches of the court and allocate cases to the benches. So the court stated thus. From the preceding discussion, the following broad conclusion emerged, that this of course is not for to be treated as a summary of our judgment and the conclusion should be read with the text of judgment. That administrative control of the High Court rests in the Chief alone. सही High Court के बारे में बात कर रही है तो
ठीक है, वो सारे जजमेंट हैं इंडिया में तो कॉन्सेप्ट था ना
नहीं इसका आप पैरा 14 में आपने पैरा 14 में हाई सुप्रीम कोर्ट की बात की है द सेम प्रिंसिपल इन प्रकाश चंद जो हाई कोर्ट से डील कर रहा था केस वाज अप्लाइड एज रिगार्ड्स द पावर ऑफ चीफ जस्टिस and in the matter of campaign of judicial accountability and reforms, Union of India and others, 2018 1 SCC, the 5-judge bench held. There can be no doubt the Chief Justice of India is the first among equals, but definitely he exercises certain administrative powers. That is why in Prakash Chand versus Rajasthan, it has been clearly stated that administrative control of the High Court rests in the Chief Justice alone. The same principle must apply prior vigor as regards the power of Chief Justice of India. On the judicial side, he is only the first among equals, but as far as roster is concerned, as has been stated by a 3-judge bench in Prakash Chand, the Chief Justice is the master of roster and he alone has the prerogative to constitute the benches of the court and allocate cases to benches. So for the constitutional bench held, the foresaid position, though stated as regards the High Court, we are absolutely certain that the said principle applicable to Supreme Court. We are disposed to think so. Unless such a position clearly stated, there will be utter confusion. Be it noted that this has also been the convention of this court, and the convention has been so because of the law. We have to make it clear without any kind of hesitation that the convention is followed because of the principles of law and because of judicial discipline and decorum. Once the Chief Justice is stated to be the master of the roster, he alone has the prerogative to constitute benches. Needless to say, neither a 2-judge bench nor a 3-judge bench can allocate the matter to themselves or direct the composition of constitutional bench. To elaborate, there cannot be any direction to the Chief Justice of India as to who shall be sitting in the bench or who shall take up the matter, as that touches changes the composition of the bench. We reiterate such an order cannot be, it is not contested in law and not permissible. There is reiteration of this very legal provision by another 3-bench judgment of the court in Ashok Pandey. ये सर highlighted portion पढ़ दूँ इसकी जी
नहीं ये बस ये पैराग्राफ 24 आप देख लीजिए उसमें तो वही बात लिखी हुई है
I have no reservation in holding that indeed prior to the promulgation act the chief justice alone was the master of the roster and without the issuance of roster of sittings or the constitution of benches by him no judge or bench of the judges could embark on or assume any jurisdiction except for the cases assigned by the chief. However, in order to mitigate and clip off the sole discretion of the chief justice, the act was enacted now for all intents and purposes. The function of the master of roster, which rests solely in the chief justice, has now been assigned and shifted to the collegium comprising the chief justice and the 2 next most senior judges of this court as the master of roster for issuing the roster of sitting constituent benches for after due deliberation.
Okay.
So,
That's fine. इसमें तो
But this
कोई
committee has been made to constitute benches.
जी बिल्कुल
It has not been given the power to make a full court. It's not within its power.
बिल्कुल
That rests in the
जी,
Supreme
बिल्कुल।
Court. That's the inherent jurisdiction.
और यही आप
And the power of the committee is not the power of the Chief Justice. They are
Yes.
two different.
बिल्कुल आई एग्री आई humbly bow before lordship's kind observation क्योंकि आप देखिए ऑर्डर 11 में भी और जो एक्ट है it the power given to the committee is to constitute benches.
We are not talking about a bench here. We're
जी जी
talking about a full court.
बिल्कुल फुल को
आपका क्या ख्याल है कि चीफ जस्टिस कैन constitute a full court
जी my lord
comprising also the judges of the constitutional benches?
yes sorry I didn't follow sir sorry
Chief justice can constitute a
yes
full court.
मैं कह रहा हूँ चीफ जस्टिस की वो इनहेरेंट पावर still is available to the honorable chief justice sir वो आपकी कमेटी की बेंच
Under the law practice.
अच्छा सर एक जजमेंट और है जिसके अंदर आपने पूछा था कि आप डायरेक्शन मुझसे पूछा गया था कि हम जैसे मैंने असद अली के केस में आपको दिखाया सर कि डायरेक्शन दी गई थी ठीक है नहीं सर अभी एक जजमेंट और है जिसमें ये पीएलडी 2019 सुप्रीम कोर्ट पेज 570 इसमें इट्स
570
जी 570 कमांडेंट एलीट फोर्स खैबर पख्तूनख्वा वर्सेस जमशेद अली इसके अंदर इट इज अ मेजॉरिटी जजमेंट authored by my lord then Justice Faiz Isa and concurred by Justice Umar Ata Bandial but Justice Munib Akhtar was a dissenting judgment in this sir. Counsel जी जी हाँ जी चलिए सर ये कुछ केसेस थे जिनके अंदर कुछ डायरेक्शंस दी गई थी फॉर द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ द फुल कोड उस पे पैरा 3 एट पेज 574 पैरा 3 एट 574 सर
जी
लार्जर बेंच फुल कोड का तो नहीं था है ना इसमें था माय सेक्रेटरी ascertained from the office about the fate of order passed in the case of Shafkat versus State decided 29th October, which has been stated that we refer this case to the Honorable Chief Justice of Constitution of a larger bench, and he informed that the file was put up by put up to the then Honorable Chief Justice, Justice Mia Saqib Nisar, who declined to constitute a larger bench. In my humble opinion, with respect, when this court passes a judicial order and refers the case to the Honorable Chief Justice for the constitution of a larger bench, then the Honorable Chief Justice does not have the discretion not to constitute a larger bench. His discretion as such in situation is limited to administratively determine the constitution of such cases. So this honorable court has also had कि my lord can direct और ये उनके पिछले केस में जो खुद इन्होंने लिखा एक और जजमेंट थी जो 2019 SCMR में कहा था उसमें भी डायरेक्शन दी गई थी फॉर द मेकिंग ऑफ फुल कोर्ट टू द ऑनरेबल चीफ जस्टिस सर 2019 SCMR kindly see or is the minority sorry the dissenting opinion of Mr. Justice Munib Akhtar was there and he says no you could not give that sir that's the note is on page 575 onwards sir but if the majority decision was that a direction could be given kahan kindly see अब असद अली के केस में भी माय लॉर्ड्स आर वेल अवेयर उसके अंदर भी यही हुआ था कि एक जुडिशियल ऑर्डर पास हो गया फिर यहाँ इस्लामाबाद पे देन ऑनरेबल चीफ जस्टिस पास्ट एन एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑर्डर सेइंग कि जी जो जुडिशियल ऑर्डर है वो बेंच फुल कोर्ट नहीं बनेगा काइंडली सी दैट माय लॉर्ड इफ माय लॉर्ड हैज दैट 1998 सुप्रीम कोर्ट स्टार्ट्स एट पेज 161 एट पेज 206 Kindly see para 12, page 205. Page 205, my lord. Kindly see para 11 में constitution of the full court हुआ sir, para 11 में, and the order was passed by Honorable Mr. Justice Saeed-ul-Zaman Siddiqui. और फिर 12 में कहते हैं सर, और फिर रजिस्ट्रार को डायरेक्शन दी गई, direct make necessary arrangement for full court session in Islamabad on 1st of December. Kindly, it was in 12. May I read? Sir? It was in these circumstances that all the honorable judges of this court assembled at Islamabad on 1st December. However, in the meantime, in the evening of 30th November 1997, the Honorable Chief Justice, under restraint, through an administrative order, cancelled the full court sitting fixed on 1st of December night at Islamabad, and Registrar Supreme Court came to deliver the above administrative order of the Honorable Chief Justice under restraint at the residence of Justice Saeed-ul-Zaman Siddiqui, which was declined by the latter on the ground that it amounted to interfere in the pending judicial proceeding. The registrar was, however, advised to place the administrative order of Honorable Chief Justice under restraint from before the full court on 1st of December. If the Honorable Chief Justice under restraint is so desired or directed him. The matter, however, did not rest there, as during the late hours of the night on 30th November, the copies of above administrative order passed by Honorable Chief Justice under cancelling the full court sitting and asking the Honorable Judge not to attend the full court sitting and abide by the roster issued by him were delivered at the residence of all the Honorable Judges of this court. As the above administrative order of Honorable Chief Justice under restraint was likely to cause disruption of the full court sitting fixed on 1st of December, besides causing chaos and confusion in the minds of general public, the Honorable Judges met at the rest house at number 12 at Islamabad and after deliberation issued the following clarification the night of 30th November. An administrative order passed by Mr. Justice Shahjal Ali Shah, the Honorable Chief Justice under restraint, has been delivered to us at our residences, declaring the convening of full court for hearing of the cases listed supplementary cause list as illegal. We are sorry to say, in spite of the judicial order of the 3 members bench of this court passed in constitutional petition number on 28/11 restraining the Honorable Chief Justice from performing administrative or judicial functions, the Honorable Chief Justice under restraint has not only fixed the cases before 2 benches, one consisting of himself and 4 other learned judges of this court, and another bench consisting of Honorable Chief Justice under restraint and 2 other learned judges, but has also issued above administrative order. Kindly see, sir, इसके अंदर भी वो administrative order था और judicial order उन्होंने कहा कि will prevail. And this order was
हाँ तो आप हमें कह रहे हैं ना चीफ जस्टिस को हम कहें कि वो बनाए
जी देखो आप डायरेक्शन दे सकते
वहाँ
हैं
उन्होंने खुद
नहीं सर ये नहीं मैं आपको पैरा दिखाया था ना सर आपको कि उन्होंने ये पैरा 34 अगर आप देखें उन्होंने ये पैरा 32 में वो डायरेक्शन दी थी पहले 2 मेंबर बेंच थी एट पेशाब फिर 3 हो गई सर उन्होंने अब डायरेक्ट किया the acting Chief Justice to constitute the full court. The Honorable Acting Chief Justice declined. उन्होंने कहा फिर उस बेंच ने डिक्लेयर किया कि सीनियर प्यूनो जज के सामने रखा जाए थर्ड नंबर की जस्टिस सईद उन्होंने फिर फुल कोर्ट फॉर्मुलेट की सर.
We have a third bench today, therefore we are closing the hearing of IE.
Thank you.
इसी कोर्ट में लेंगे
शायद देखते हैं
इसी कोर्ट में 1 बजे का बेंच
for further arguments tomorrow 11:30.
Hello, thank you, my lord.
ये जरा बनवा के रखना चाहिए